my ears. There's to be a rehearsal afterwards. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering. No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break. What were you doing at that time? Or during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Nah, and he does it anyway. Hey Thomas, how's it going? Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. She ate T-bone steaks. What do you know of this? Yeah! Huh, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. But what's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. You got a face, Miss Vasquez. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. Yeah, you didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ew, her face! Like contorts and everything, she looks gross. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting, picking on Salmonella. Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. I love the idle chatter, and then the gavel. Dunk. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him! With your own hands. Ooh! Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Yeah, of course Edgeworth was piping. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Yeah, because if you look at it, a break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. It would not be able to pierce a costume and flesh. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Jesus. What a bitch. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. The 5-year-old photo. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? It's my first time playing through the game in recent years. So, yes. Basically, it's happened again. Because the last time I played this was probably when I was... like 10? Maybe not even that old. Yeah, I think I was about that old actually. Either way, Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 PM on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Pretty much. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yeah, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the Evil Magistrate's costume, no less. And are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't... I bet she could move it. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body? Other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. God, her face. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright? Please show us how she carried the body. The van. Yeah. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. I keep getting just like fucking stammering on my words. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Bloody hell, Edgeworth. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? I'm confused. She's giving up? Really? I thought it was just nothing but dots. So, what happens next? Don't question me. Do you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? For fuck's sake. I'm very confused. Who can say? Oh, fuck's sake. Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. In the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Jesus Christ. What? Ah, Christ. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. Oh, dear. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Oh, wow. Edgeworth is actually helping? Really? Alright. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honour. I didn't. Oh, that's funnier in the show. Yeah, it really is. I see. Very well. But I still object. Your Honour, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. It is. I object. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honour? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed. Verily I say. Ergo. I just spouting words. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick? Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realised she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Edgeworth? Who knows? After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Okay. I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Easier said than done. Time to press every statement. Yeah! Defining the body. Press. What time was that? 2:30. We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. Oh no, that's when he died. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing anybody's into costumes, mind you. I don't need to press harder on that. I better leave this one be. I'm sure she'd see through anything I had to throw at her anyway. Probably. Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Don't press harder. I'll hold off. She'd just blow off anything I had to say anyway. Immediately call the police. I'm mostly just pressing because I like the extra dialogue. Even if most of them are useless. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Oh, God, this again? Silent. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated. Oldbag? The security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Ah, yeah. The picture. Right, the still samurai. Nope. Yeah, some of the extra dialogue is funny. She already anticipated everything, blah blah. And also, you don't get penalised for pressing, so it's like, why wouldn't you? Although I know there's one point where you do get penalised. And also the fact, I can't remember if it's if you don't press, it results in an instant guilty verdict, or it's if you press on the wrong statement, it results in a guilty verdict. I can't remember. But that's a memory that's like very strong in my mind. I can't remember what case it's for though. But yeah, whatever. You asked to be left out. Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Honestly, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's in this one as well. But it's probably one of the later trials, so it's either in... oh god, whatever the next one's called, or the 5th case. But I don't remember. It could also be in Trials and Tribulations too. They might have done that in that too. But I think they changed up how the pressing, or how the penalty system worked in Trials and Tribulations. So they could actually penalise you if you basically pressed on useless information. I can't quite remember though. That's another game I haven't played in a very long time. But it's considered by most to be the best Ace Attorney game. Either way, the script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. But... wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Yeah, why would she leave them? Why didn't you bring your script and notes? I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. But why? What the fuck? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, but you wouldn't know until you got there. Yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Yeah, that's... Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. I love how Edgeworth is helping. Oh, so good. Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring a script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She knew there was a murder. Yep, she would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Exactly. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? An exclamation? What if I could actually talk? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Oh, you fucked up. You are wrong. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director. Have to find something to peg this on her here. By everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. With Sal and Oldbag. No. I have to go all the way at the end. Wait, where is it? Wait. Powers photo. Right, yeah. Dragging one leg. Present. You knew that Hammer was injured. Yeah, that's the entire contradiction. Hammer wasn't the one that was injured. He was in the costume and knew that Powers was injured, so he dragged his leg to make it look like it was Powers. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Yeah. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Oh, I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. Yeah, okay. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you heard Mr... Yeah, you saw Hammer limping. My god. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. When was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Huh? Bump, bump, bump. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? It's looking like not. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. I was going to say Miss Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Yeah, pretty much. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. The 5-year-old photo. This is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way round. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? She doesn't have a motive. That's the thing. She didn't intend to kill him. It was, well, technically an accident. Yeah, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Hey, the Steel Samurai song. Nice. What? What? I really like this song. It's so much better in the game than it is in the anime. The anime is good, but this song just sounds so much better. Like this. Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. She gonna snap the pipe? Yeah! Awesome. Yeah, it really is a great song. Fucking, this game's got such a great OST. It's incredible. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. Oh, she looks so calm. Look at her. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We are too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Oof. Manuel? Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Oh my god. Don't touch him. Miss Vasquez. Jesus Christ, the flashing. It really hurts my eyes. Please don't die. Please. Oh dear. Yeah, Corner's awesome. Ah, I love these songs too. They're just so good. Calming, relaxing, just fucking awesome. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Oh, God, my throat hurts. Such a dialogue-heavy game. It really hurts my throat to record. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! Yeah, celebrations! Awesome. That is all. The court is adjourned. Woohoo! Finally finished the case! Oh my god, this case took so long. I'm trying to think. Wait, I had... Last session was all of this case, I think. Because Turnabout Sisters, I finished in the second session, which was 2 hours, I think. Yeah, so the last session was really... Oh my god. The only breakdown she had was breaking her pipe, which I wouldn't really call much of a breakdown. Oh, look at him, he's so happy. So yeah, this case has taken about 3 hours... 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's a long time. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because he was jealous. Yeah, I know the next case is an absolute fucking bombshell. It's huge. They're all I'm surprised at how long the cases are and how they never get stale. It's honestly really incredible. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him, anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, Will Powers. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Oh yeah, that's ending. Oh dear. Is something wrong? No, of course not. What the fuck? Nick, Edgeworth. What? Oh god, he looks pissed. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Yeah, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Yeah, this song's nice. Mr. Wright? Is this guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Another time. The next case. Oh, there we go. And so the curtain closes on another trial. It caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was a talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. Yay! Pink Princess! I can't remember what the hell this was called. Nick? This is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? Oh man, they use this theme still? Awesome. I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that Will Powers gets to play the lead again? Wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Nice. Wasn't it like Pink Princess of Little Old Tokyo or something? I can't remember. It wasn't Neo Old Tokyo. Oh my god, Turnabout Samurai, finito. Turnabout goodbyes. Oh, this thing's a fucking doozy. I am really looking forward to Turnabout Goodbyes. However, I'm going to save that for next session, because my throat is fucking hurting. Oh dear. Oh, I'm really, really looking forward to Turnabout Goodbyes though. I don't know if I'd say it's one of the best cases. I would probably say it's one of the best cases. Either way, that is going to be the end of this session. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.